eventually led me to use my ability to see things. You know, you were saying I was an artist. An artist looks at life, and then they try to interpret that with a camera. And since I was in audio and video, I used the camera to tell the story of the human story. And because I felt that I wasn't part of the mainstream, it gave me the ability to really hone in on people in need who were not part of the mainstream, the poor, the disenfranchised. And I was able to tell their story and elevate them to a position to allow their own human dignity to shine through. And I think I was able to use the camera and the art to be able to better understand and tell that story simply because I reached out to them. I didn't want to become part of the mainstream. I wanted to reach out to the people who the mainstream doesn't look at. These people believe, to them, land, this gets into the environmental thing. This is how I segue from human rights into environment. Because Native Americans, many of them, and their old wisdom is about respecting Mother Earth. They subsist. They live on the earth. They are part of the earth, and they realized very early on that we cannot dominate earth. We have to become a partner with earth. There has to be a balance, not only internal balance, but in balance with all those animals and creatures around you. And that really struck a chord in me, and I started to do deep research into the history of Native Americans in America that we are never taught in American schools. And it's horrifying. It's horrifying what we did. We have a really ugly history with African Americans in this country, bringing slaves over, building up the South and the economy on the backs of slaves. But what we did to the Indians was actually come to their land, force them to literally walk off their land and go hundreds and hundreds of miles to settle on these reservations, which they will call internment camps. So what I have done to maintain my balance is when the season allows, I grow my own organic garden. And that whole nurturing seeds into fruits and vegetables makes you connected to the earth. You are a part of life itself. Mm-hmm. And that's the first lesson that I know. And especially now when there's concerns, I don't know if in Australia, but here in the United States, about our food supply. In a couple of months, I'm going to have some beautiful fruits and vegetables. And I'm going to take the smudge stick and smudge myself. That's the first lesson.